Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2 of the AIBA World Boxing Championships, Doha 2015, and Ali bin Hamad Al Attiyah.
المباريات اليوم الأولية ستتضمن 3 جولات كل منها 3 دقائق تفصلها تقريبا واحدة للاستراحة وستحصل اللقاء عند منافسة القفاز للمنطقة فوق الوسط حسب تقدير الحكام.
Tonight's preliminary bouts will feature 3 rounds of 3 minutes, and challengers will be given 1 minute of rest between each round. Points will be awarded for contact made with the glove above the waist at the discretion of the judges.
Era blue. Era blue, era blue. Era blue, era. Era blue. Era blue, era. Era blue, era. Blue. Back. Era.
Kima started slowly and he is edging his way back in and landed a couple of shots.
Clubbing right hook at the end of that from Kima too, but on balance, the better work coming from Sogamonian. A confident start to that round from the diminutive Armenian, and confirmation on the scorecards what you might have felt from watching that one. A clean sweep for Sogamonian.
Kima flicking the jab out at Sogamonian then, and it's serving better to step in behind that jab to push Sogamonian back.
I thought Sogamonian looked quite tentative, maybe a bit nervous before we got underway, but he's not boxed like that at all.
No, he settled right into it.
Into the second round. Oh, sharp, fast right hand there from Sogamonian.
He's stepping in behind his punches now, Sogamonian.
Both landing to the body.
Kima now switching to orthodox. They were good shots.
Hard punches in combination there from Kima.
Yeah, and again, he's really starting to put power into the punches now, Kima. He wants to let Sogamonian know that he's here to win this fight.
Oh!
Fantastic.
Is that an uppercut?
Uppercut. What a shot.
Well, this is what you want to see. You want to see a response from a fighter at a world championship, and Charles Kima's doing exactly that.
Both fighters are fighting in range as well. They're not taking a step back really. They're only using the waist and the head to avoid oncoming punches and firing their own back.
Yeah, good little skirmish this, really good skirmish. Great response from Kima, one of two of the brothers, of the three representatives of Papua New Guinea here at these championships. I think he walked onto one there.
He landed one of his own as well. The exchanges are heated. Sogamonian having as much success in the southpaw stance as he is in his original orthodox stance, and as you just see there, he landed the left hand.
I suppose with their respective styles, they're always going to leave themselves in danger. They're relying on reflexes.
They are. If you look, they've very rarely taken a backward step. They're happy to fight in the pocket, inside, in range, and it always makes for an entertaining contest.
A couple of really hefty left uppercuts from Kima in this round. He certainly closed the gap from the first. Whether it was enough to see him actually register in the scorecards is another thing entirely. A good response from him. No is the answer. Sogamonian won that one as well. Does he have the edge in speed?
Yeah, I'd say he has the edge in speed and accuracy. Although Kima did fire back well and responded really, but look at that for a shot. What a shot that was. He dipped the shoulder and came back through with the right uppercut. Perfect punch.
Takes a bit of nerve to throw that as well, because you're in such close proximity to your rival.
Yeah. There you see it again. What a shot.
This has been an excellent round to kick off our evening's action, while Sogamonian is in control of it on the scorecards. But it's that threat from Kima.
It's Sogamonian. He holds his feet. He's not one to take a step back. That doesn't mean he's a pressure fighter. He just holds his feet and uses reflexes.
Sogamonian's got experience. He's only 22, but he's been at championship level since he was an 18-year-old. He was at the World Championships 4 years ago, again 2 years ago as well. So this is third visit. He's trying to get beyond the first round for the first time though, and as it stands, it looks like he's managing to do that.
Yeah, he's performing really well. That was a great shot. He's a natural switch hitter. He's as good as a southpaw as he is as an orthodox, and that can be really confusing for your opponent.
Well, he's got a really pleasing style, really good to watch, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's hittable, but he's good to watch.
Really good to watch.
1-2 from Kima there, back comes Sogamonian.
Everything just seems to flow with Sogamonian. You know, from orthodox into southpaw, a little dip at the shoulder there to make his opponent miss, and it flows seamlessly.
He just switched his legs there and his footwork, but most of the time, you're right, he's just, whichever side he happens to be on, he's comfortable boxing from that stance. There's another body shot, right hook to the body from Sogamonian. Loving the fact that plenty of boxers in these championships so far, they really are digging shots into the body, or they're finishing up on their combinations with a body shot.
Yeah, it's evolving into into that way, the sport, because the body shots do make a difference and they do slow your opponent down. Has he got a small cut, Sagin?
That won't perhaps matter so much at the end of this bout, but with others in mind it may. Inside the final few seconds. And terrific body shot there. Yes, left eye.
It's the only blot on a good performance.
What a good start to proceedings. And Kima straight across to his opponent's corner to tap gloves. And the Armenians quickly on hand to stem the flow of blood. It was more a smear last time we saw it. He boxed most of that final stages of the round actually facing away from us. It was difficult to see and try and get a close-up shot of that nick on his left eye. How would you rate that performance, David?
I rate that performance highly. I thought it was an impressive performance. Like I said, what impressed me was how much of a flow Sagin had to his work, how effortless it was for him to switch from orthodox to southpaw. And again, it isn't typical of an Eastern European boxer to perform in that way, and he surprised me.
Nice style, very nice style. Enough, we suspect, to carry him through, maybe even sweep the cards.
In ringing the winner on points in the red corner, representing Armenia,
Sagin well on his way. And a comfortable enough success, pleasing performance, eye-catching style from the Armenian, who's into the second round for the first time at the third time of asking in World Championship.
Representing Italy,
And the Italians, who had Domenico Valentino, get through to the second round of his 6th World Championships earlier on this afternoon. Have another one in the shape of Vincenzo Picardi in the flyweight division, who's also through to the second round. We take a look back on some of the highlights from the 3 rounds we've just witnessed, and plenty of highlights. That was really good to watch, David.
Yeah, it was. And the styles gelled well. We've seen some bouts where people are struggling with this southpaw opponent, but Sagin obviously wasn't, because he can perform as a southpaw himself, so he knew what to expect. He knew what his opponent would be thinking, and it showed. And yeah, I like the look of him. We'll see how he goes in the rest of the tournament.
Here we go then with the next bout. Nando Soka from Hungary, inside the top 30 in the world. And he's up against Costa Rica's sole representative, David Jimenez. Southpaw. Big smile from that youngster as well. That's great to see. So easy to be overawed by championships like this.
It is, and he's come a long way, so he's gonna enjoy it. At the same time, he's here on business.
There's Rodriguez stepping into the ring. And the youngster, much younger, thinner too, Nando Soka. He's only 18, he turns 19 in just a month or so's time in November. And he's had, well, almost a third as many bouts as his opponent this evening. 5 times lower in the rankings as well. So on paper, Jimenez is definitely favourite for it. But I like his attitude, Soka. I like the way he's come into the ring looking forward to this opportunity. I think that's the thing, David, isn't it? Whether you see it as a challenge, an opportunity, or daunted by the challenge and the prospect.
Yeah, it's a bit of both, depending on the individual, but Soka looks like he's happy to be here, but that doesn't mean he's just come for the trip abroad. He's going to want to come out on top, especially in this fight, his first fight. Wants to get off to a good start.
Well, he's done that in his career already, this youngster. He was a bronze medalist at the European Championships in the summer. And already you can see slightly taller than Jimenez. And already much more. He was relaxed with the ring walks, purposeful as soon as he gets in there.
Very tall for the weight. Let's see if he can use that to his advantage.
Certainly advancing under that high guard. Looks like his footwork's pretty decent too, the Hungarian.
He started on the front foot, but Jimenez is starting to get under. The punches coming in from him, Soka.
Well, the Costa Rican very much flying the flag for his nation as their only boxer at these championships. And he's also in the history books already anyway, Jimenez, because he was Costa Rica's first ever medalist. He got a World Championship medal some 2 years ago in 2013, so he's already much loved by his people. And he continued the story.
He's got good form coming in if he's already won a medal at this level. Punching with aggression and purpose.
Ooh, nice little uppercut. The second one missed from Soka.
Yeah, it's a punch that you'll probably see Soka looking for with a shorter opponent. He doesn't want to leave himself open while he throws it.
Inside the final minute.
That's the uppercut landing again there from Soka. That's his best shot he's thrown so far. He's looking for it every time.
Yeah, he's looked at it for a couple of times, hasn't he? Definitely found it there.
Well, Jimenez really is a bit of a wildfire. He's got power in them punches, so he's looking to do some damage.
There's another good little battle between the two of them.
For someone tall and slim like Soka, he's not easy to push back. He's standing his ground and saving it, and that was a good uppercut he's just landed.
That rocked the head of Jimenez all the way back. And although there was plenty of industry from Jimenez, and I think Soka much the better work in that first round. Judges agree, quickly through with their scorecards from round one, and Soka's on his way, the youngster. Soka with a little bit of World Championship experience in the youth division. Been to one of those championships, so he's had a little feel for an event like this, and that's the thing. It's all the things that go into it: the build-up, the preliminaries, all the experience of what it is to be at a big event.
Yeah, it can take a long time to get used to this type of event. Some people's first times at this type of event is about picking the experience up. But if they've had the experience of doing it at youth level, then it is an advantage. It's a good combination punching from Soka there. He's putting his shots together well, and that uppercut is the one he's looking for nearly every time.
Because of the length of his arms compared to Jimenez, he's almost able to do it without backing off.
Yeah, I haven't seen him take a backward step much. He's just been caught with a good left hook there.
That was a big left hand from Jimenez. A little bit more success for the Costa Rican in this one.
Yeah, Soka could become a bit predictable in his work because he is throwing that uppercut constantly, and Jimenez may see an opening as he's throwing it. Maybe he's dropping the left hand as he throws it, which many boxers do, including myself.
Nice body shot from Jimenez. Oh, and a right hand. Jimenez starting to get through now.
Yeah. Sent him on his bike a little bit, Soka.
And now Soka, he's gone from not being hit to unable to avoid the punches.
There's no doubt about it. Jimenez does carry firepower.
Already a couple of bronze medals this year for the Costa Rican in the American Confederations Championship and those Pan-American Games as well.
So he's well travelled, he's been there and done it before.
Inside the final minute, much better round this for the Costa Rican.
Moving his feet well as well, he's using his feet to avoid anything coming back from Soka. He seems happy to let Soka be the one coming forward, and he'll go for his own counters over the top as he advances in.
He put a lot into the first part of the round. Soka maybe just coming back somewhat, although here we go with Jimenez again.
Stop! Okay. Box! Head up. Red. No, deep.
Another left hook there from Jimenez.
Stop!
Good scrap that. Really good scrap, and much better from Jimenez.
Yeah, much better arm for Jimenez then. Soka is stronger than he looks as well. To look at him, you wouldn't expect him to be that strong, but he's standing and trading with Jimenez, who seems to be a strong little fighter.
One judge gave that the way of Soka, but the other two were in agreement for Jimenez. So we've got a level bout on two of the judges' scorecards, with Soka clear by 2 rounds on the other one. So very much up for grabs in this final round, and it's often about momentum in these bouts.
Jimenez has the momentum at the moment. Soka needs to get him right back in.
It's so easy to say that a fighter like Soka has all the advantages, but it depends how you use them. And Jimenez has found a way to make it work. Has he just upped his work rate, been busier, faster hands, determination?
And he's quick on his feet, he's moving his feet well, and he's not being a stationary target for Soka. He's pot shotting and looking for the big left over the top, and it is landing.
The referee said just don't slap. I think he felt that left hook came on the inside of the glove from Jimenez.
It's a good shot from Jimenez, and counter right hand as Soka was advancing in. And they're the shots that can do the most damage as your opponent is on the way in.
Oh, big left hook come uppercut there from Soka.
Soka's got himself back into it a bit more this round, hasn't he? He's put Jimenez on the back foot.
I think the pair of them know it's up for grabs.
Stop.
Very much on the wire, both landing big punches in the middle. Another left hand and a right now from Jimenez.
This is great action, Alex.
Head up, head up.
Well, these guys have trained for hours and hours, weeks and months for these moments, this opportunity, this night.
Yeah, and it's all going to boil down to this last 60 seconds coming up, I think. Because it's still there for each of them.
There's a right hand landing from Soka. Back comes Jimenez. He's been busier in this round.
Good body shot at the end from Jimenez as well, which is something he's been targeting.
There's another. The left hook's almost been the punch for Jimenez.
Good solid right hand from Soka as well there. Long, textbook right hand.
Final minute. It could come down to this.
No holding, red.
It's been a high pace. There's another left hand. Body, head, back up to head from Jimenez.
That was good work with the left hand from Jimenez.
Soka with one last charge. 10 seconds to go. Not much in this.
No holding, head up.
There's a pair of them winging away with punches they wanted so badly.
What an enjoyable fight.
Absolutely terrific. I thought Jimenez just did more in that last round, but it was so close.
Close contest that was. It's a shame there has to be a loser of that contest.
Absolutely right. Well, Jimenez, the much higher ranked, the more experienced of the pair, the older, the higher ranking. But in the end, it's going to come down to the slenderest of margins. Even terms going into that one, and the final deliberations to be realised.
الفائز فرق النقاط عن حلبة ألف.
In ring, winner by points in the red corner, representing Costa Rica,
Jimenez has done it just, but only just, and he had to come from behind to do it. What a gritty performance, what an energetic performance that was.
Yeah, great performance, and Soka can come again. The younger fighter came here, great experience for him, man. He pushed Jimenez all the way, and he can take a lot of pride from that because Jimenez is obviously no slouch.
It was close, and actually on one of the judges' scorecards, you wouldn't argue necessarily. One of the judges gave every round to Soka.
Yeah, it was one of the closest fights we've seen so far, I think.
They heard the urgency in their work. And Costa Rica with one boxer in the championships, and he remains in the championships, and he's bouncing on his toes as he goes back to the locker room past us, David. He's absolutely delighted. I think his country will be too.
Oh yeah, like I said, what a long way to travel as the sole competitor of your country, you know, the nation on your shoulders, and he's come through his first bout.
Well, the boxers getting ready for our next series of bouts. As we get news through from the other ring that Hamza Tuba, the German, has beaten Azat Uznaliev, the Kazakh fighter. Wasn't much to choose between them on ratings, that pair, just one placing between them. But is the lower ranked Tuba who's come through. So alongside Vincenzo Picardi, Korean Sogomonian and David Jimenez, they're all through to the second round in the flyweight division. Next up, It's the lightweight boxers that are going to make their entrance. And we're going to take in 2 separate fights in the 60-kilogram division.
The next division is the 60-kilogram lightweight bout. In the red corner, representing France, Umiha.
France's 14-ranked Sofiane Umiha, the 20-year-old who'll make his way towards the red corner. He's very much got a winning habit. If I catch who that was on his t-shirt. And he's up against Dimitrov, top 10 Bulgarian. And he'll make his way into the blue corner. There is Umiha. That's Mayweather. I thought for a moment it was Chris Eubank. Probably too young to remember.
I don't think he will have been born, will he?
Mind you, if he's got an ounce of Eubank's grit and a little bit of Mayweather's ability, that wouldn't be a bad combo.
You wouldn't go far wrong with that, would you?
And there is the European bronze medalist Dimitrov. This Bulgarian squad is really strong. They've got 4 representatives in these championships, 1 gold medalist, 3 bronze medalists from the Europeans in the summer. It's a really tight-knit group, so it's going to be interesting to see how Dimitrov gets on here tonight.
Yeah, always has. Strong team, the Bulgarians. Tradition continues by the looks of it.
Here we go then, we are underway then. Dimitrov in the blue, Umiha in the red. Slightly more stand-up in style, the Frenchman.
Umiha is going to try and use that long jab and right hand, which he's just landed now.
That was a nice move, wasn't it? Remember Lennox Lewis pulling that one against Hasim Rahman, sort of jab, slight move off to the left, overhand right.
Yeah, he's just got it off to a T then, Umiha. Dimitrov yet to throw anything meaningful. There we go.
They've just been countered a couple of times early on in the bout. But you can see the focus, the determination etched across their faces. Umiha fights very much on his toes, isn't he? He's ready to pounce at any moment.
See him show a nice couple of feints as well, Umiha, to try and draw his opponent into showing how he's likely to defend a shot.
Oh, another fast right hand from Umiha. I think the lace is loose on the right boot.
That was a sharp piece of work from Umiha.
He's got a fast right hand.
Yeah. So he's obviously been watching a lot of Floyd Mayweather. That lead right hand he throws.
Not sure who he models his haircut on. Definitely not Mayweather these days. Faster punches coming from the Frenchman. Dimitrov just struggling to work him out through the first round. Oh, big right hand again. That's been the money punch for the Frenchman.
And a nice pivot off to the left as his opponent was coming in. So he's got that sharp right hand and obviously good ring craft.
There again, the right hand. He didn't connect fully with it, Umiha, but just about every time he throws it, he's connecting.
And he commits with the shot as well. It's not just an arm punch, he's committing with that punch.
Accuracy very good from the Frenchman in that round. And surely enough to sweep the boards on the scorecards. There's confirmation on your screens. Yes, Umiha with the first round. Again, with another boxer with a nice style.
Yeah. A lot of flair to his style, and it's nice to watch.
Dimitrov is good. National champion, European bronze medalist. This is a guy who's had 100+ fights, but he just couldn't do anything about that.
Second round.
So much was the name.
Round 2.
Here we go then into round 2 between Sofyan Umiha and Elian Dimitrov, the Bulgarian in the blue.
Umiha's moving his feet well because he knows Dimitrov's going to come out and try and even the score this round, and he's circling the ring well. He's got good footwork.
There's a big right hand there from Dimitrov. Fantastic combinations in it. I think of that flurry, it was Umiha's right hand which is the most eye-catching punch.
Yeah, he came out of that exchange on top and then turned his opponent and went the other way.
Just a stumble.
He's got a good boxing brain, Umiha. Dimitrov seems to have a little bit more fire in his belly this round.
I think that's why he's stumbled, because he's pushing and leaning and rushing so far forward. He just overbalanced himself, overpitched a couple of times. I think Dimitrov is trying to make it more of a scrap.
He is, and he's letting his shots go a bit more now. Landed a good right hand there. He's starting to put the pressure on Umiha.
Just a little blemish under the right eye on the cheekbone of Dimitrov, but better for him.
Yeah, much better round this round.
What does Umiha have to do here under this sort of pressure? Just take a step back, try and time the rush?
Yeah, I think he needs to quell the pressure by landing big shots at his own, just to make him think twice about coming in as much. He's got to try and look to land a decent shot of his own, otherwise it's not going to stop coming. But he's just done that then, and now Dimitrov's on the back foot and give Umiha that respite that he needs.
Closing seconds then, the middle round. Another right hand from both boxers at the end of that one. A better round from Dimitrov.
Yeah, much better round. Umiha still landing clean shots throughout though, so I don't know whether it will have been enough.
Umiha winning on 2 of the judges' scorecards, so it's level on 1 judges' scorecards, but Umiha's 2 rounds up on the other, so he's very much in control of his own destiny here. There you see that right hand, he did find a home for it on occasions in that round, Dimitrov, but he was made to pay. There you see that mark just under his right eye on the cheekbone.
Yeah, sometimes in 3 rounds bouts, you know, it's not long enough for some fighters to get into the fight. It was the first round for Dimitrov. There's nowhere near as good as the second round, and he may get better again as the fight wears on, but there's only 1 round left to do anything now.
Umiha's probably one of these guys. Oh, he nearly walked onto one there. Probably one of these guys who looks good in sparring.
Oh yeah, you could imagine him to look $1 million in the gym. Although he looks the part in the ring as well, especially in the first round.
Very much translating everything together.
Punching right through the target with his shots as well. Oh, that was a good shot.
They're both trying to load up the shots, trying to power up. He's not lost many in events. The man from Toulouse, 109 wins and 120 contests. Pretty good ratio.
It's an exceptional record, isn't it? He's only 20. France have a good tradition of Olympic success. And this could be one who could add to that tradition.
Halfway through the final round, they both managed to connect with counter punches.
Holding.
Oh, Umiha was just staggered by a right hand.
Yeah, Dimitrov's getting through with that right hand, and it is causing a bit of damage, I think.
Maybe just the pace starting to affect Umiha.
Stop! Time!
And now the left bootlace has come undone.
There's a bit of tape around the lace, stop it from coming undone.
Box!
That was a good right hand from Umiha.
Took a cut as well on the way in as Dimitrov is advancing.
Back comes Dimitrov though.
Yeah. He's took a few good shots on Umiha as well. He's come through some solid shots from, and I think Dimitrov looks to me to be somewhat of a good puncher.
There goes the bell. Umiha looks pleased with himself. He put in a bit of work. He leans over the ropes, shakes his head as if to suggest that he is near exhaustion after that one. It was a hard fight.
Tough start to the tournament for Umiha. Dimitrov, obviously a really good campaigner himself, and it was another good fight to watch. The ring A seems to be on fire tonight. He's had entertaining bouts for the first 3. And I like Umiha. I like the look of him. He's got a good boxing style.
Became a bit more ragged around the edges, a bit more frayed as the fight went on. But here we go. Umiha it is who comes out on top, deservedly so. He beats the European bronze medalist and one of the top 10 ranked boxers in this tournament is now out. That's another mini upset. It was an all top 20 clash. That's a big result for Umiha, David.
It was a big result and one that he can take a lot of confidence from. Like I said before, Dimitrov, really solid fighter. Umiha just had the skill set to undo him, more so in the first round, set the tone. I think the second round, Dimitrov could have argued, he could have won the round.
And he did fray a little around the edges. Physically, he lost his shape a bit as the bout wore on. Is that something maybe we'll monitor as pundits as the championships continue?
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. I mean, Dimitrov was a strong opponent, though. He was pretty relentless from round 2 onwards. So yeah, he's going to get tired, and he was pretty tall for the weight as well. You don't know how much he may struggle to make the weight this morning, but now, you know, he's dipped his toe in and he's ready to crack on to the next round.
Next up, Luis Cabrera in the red corner from Venezuela, and he's up against another Qatari in the shape of Abdulatif Sadik. Something of a veteran, 34 years old. And I think didn't quite catch the full result in the other ring, but I think Joe Cordina came out on top in his bout.
I think he won on points.
So the number 12 ranks British European gold medalist is into the next round in this lightweight division. So we have one more bout at 60 kilograms for you. There's Abdulatif Sadik. We've already got 2 Qataris who've gone through to the next round of the competition. And Enrico Licini, the referee from Italy, will be taking charge of this one. The other bout going on simultaneously between Uganda's Hassan Husseini as well as Guk Kwon of the Korean Republic. Here we go then. Cabrera against Sadik. Cabrera in the red, Sadik in the blue with the support, and good to see tonight actually. Not many more Qataris here for the evening's action.
Yep. I'm not sure if they're going to be very vocal, but they are here to support the man.
And there's no doubt that Cabrera will be favourite for this one. He's starting out under a really good long jab, but it looks like Sadik's got a bit of fire in his belly.
Yeah, he has, and he's the smaller of the two, but he's just starting pretty well with a couple of good shots. I think the majority of the boxers I've seen from Qatar, they've been pretty small for the weight.
Well, Sadik has been to a couple of world championships. That's a big right hand from the Qatari boxer. Never managed to progress beyond the first round in 2 world championships, separated by 6 years. He was here a decade ago, or in the 05 world championships. He landed with a couple there, and again in 2011 as well.
But he's landing the shots on Cabrera, as Cabrera's thrown his own punches, so Cabrera's leaving himself open a little bit as he's throwing the shots.
Sadik using that experience.
Watch your head, get down. Go! Get down. Watch your head.
Looks rough and tough.
Be careful with your head.
Sadik,
Box!
soldier by work, perhaps no surprise.
Suéltense, suéltalo.
Cabrera trying to put Sadik on the back foot a little bit there, but it didn't really work.
And that was a good jab from Sadik.
Yeah, solid jab.
Heads up. No more.
Cabrera looks the sort of fighter that perhaps you have to rough up, take him out of his stride. That's exactly what Sadik's doing.
He looks the part to look at Cabrera, but Sadik's finding holes in his defence.
Watch your head, Cabrera. Watch your head.
Referee keeps telling Sadik to watch his head, and he is coming in with that head a little bit.
Stop!
Well, the smooth boxing of Luis Cabrera just didn't work in that round.
No, I agree with that.
Tough one to score, though.
Yeah, it was a little bit scrappy. But Sadik landed some of the cleaner blows.
Yeah, it looks like Sadik got it on 2 of the 3 scorecards, and I think I'd agree with that. Wasn't much in the way of scoring punches. That good strong jab from Sadik.
Yeah, he needs to use that jab a little bit more. If you've just seen on the replay then, he lunged in with the right hand over the top, and it'd suit him better to step in behind the jab first to make sure he knows he's within distance to land the right hand, and he at least would have hit the gloves or the target.
Here we go then, into the second. Luis Cabrera in the red. He's had 180 odd bouts. Plenty of experience for the man from Venezuela.
Sadik coming in with that lead right hand again, and he's got a good jab when he uses it. There you go.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's not always about length of arm. You know, Tyson in his heyday was a terrific jabber for a short man.
Yeah. If you can apply a little bit of head movement, if you're the shorter man, you can get in and land a good solid jab against a taller opponent.
That was a good short right hand from Cabrera, finally getting through with something.
Lunging in again with the right hand against Sadik.
Okay. Box.
Missing wildly then.
Maybe Cabrera just starting to warm up.
Box.
Had a bit of WSB experience as well. Won 2 of his 7 bouts in that. How much sort of studying of opponents some of these competitors and their teams do, but it does look as though the tactics that Sadik is largely employing are the right ones for the job here.
Yeah, he's looking to push Cabrera back and land the right hand over the top, but like I said, his jab has been neglected. That's the range finder.
Don't push him down. Don't push him down.
Because Cabrera, for me, he's there to be beaten by Sadik. I think Sadik can win this contest. If he just starts applying the jab a little bit more like he just has then and back him up to the ropes with that shot.
Every time Sadik does land or gets close to landing, there is applause ringing round the arena.
It's better from Cabrera using the feet to get in and out of range, phasing the attacks.
Good finish that from Cabrera. Certainly a much, much better round for him there. And Cabrera very much levelling things up. It's level on 2 scorecards. And Cabrera, I think, is in front on the other. So suddenly things have tightened up significantly. Well, whether freshness comes into it now, we wonder, but at the age of 20, Cabrera is 14 years younger than Sadik. They need that youth and freshness now as he comes into this final 3 minutes.
He started with intention. Good intent, straight out across the ring, and letting his shots go.
No agarre Venezuela.
Suddenly Cabrera was gone. Sadik was looking for him and it was like a ghost.
Yeah, there's a nice bit of movement there from Cabrera.
Stop.
And that's what he needs to do. But it's there for the taking for both of them now, so it's a matter of who wants it most. And like you say, Cabrera's got youth on his side, and Sadik's got the home advantage on his side, so it's going to be interesting.
Cabrera looking to move. He's darting in and out from angles now.
Watch your head again. Watch your head again.
Both trading jabs in the middle of the ring.
Good solid one there from Sadik. So it is in his locker to use that jab. He just hasn't chose to use it enough. And again. Good turn off the ropes there from Cabrera. He had his back to the ropes and he ended that sequence with his opponent's back to the ropes. It was good boxing.
Yeah, the fans were getting into that. It was a really good skirmish. It appeared as though the Venezuelan had the better of it. And the right hand.
He's starting to show his ability now, Cabrera.
It's taken a while. He had to eat a right hand there briefly as well. I think he managed to deflect most of the punch by turning away from it. But yeah, much, much better this round from Cabrera. It's like a car on a wintry morning. He's taken a while to get going.
Yeah. But he can't afford to do that in all of his contests here. Alex he's got to be ready from the word go. I need a better warm-up if he gets through this one.
He's been on his feet, on his toes much more in this round. There's been a bit of energy about it. And there they go, they touch gloves. Both of them salute the fans. And I wonder if Cabrera just did enough with that final round. I think he only needs one of those even judges to go his way.
Yeah, I think Cabrera done enough in that round, in my eyes, to come through that bout. He seemed to get warmed up, and that was his best round. And you did say at the beginning of the round that youth may have an impact, and it seemed to be the case. He had plenty in the tank, plenty of fuel in the tank then to perform well in that third round.
A slightly nervy weight. Sadik on his toes, expectant.
الفائز على الحلبة ألف بفارق النقاط.
In ring, your winner on points from the red corner, representing Venezuela, Luis Cabrera.
Cabrera got it, and he's applauded by Sadik, who put up a show. It just wasn't quite good enough, and you have to say, well done to the young Venezuelan, because he had to pull that out of the bag.
Yeah, I just don't think he can afford to start as slowly next time out. But he's young, it may be his first championships, I'm not sure. It's a big step, you know, and now he's had a feel for what the tournament's about, and he can go on from here with less pressure on his shoulders.
The other ring results going the way of Good Kwong from Korea, who's made it through to the second round by overcoming Hassan Sunni. So Kwon into round 2 in the lightweight division. We're going to move up in weight. Got the welterweights coming up next. A couple of bouts at 69 kilograms. And some Irish interest as well.
The next in weighing is a 69-kilogram welterweight bout.
This is going to be a good one. This is a talented fighter, the Lithuanian, just outside the top 10 in the rankings, only 21, and that is Stanionis. Tough opponent in a first round for Ireland's Adam Nolan, the 28-year-old. They've got such depth in the Irish squad. Already been a good couple of days for them. This would be, I think, one of the surprises of the day, though, if Nolan can pull it off. He got to the quarterfinals of the European Championships. Stanionis won it.
Interesting one, this, Alex. Looking forward to seeing Stanionis. And Adam Nolan at 28 is somewhat a bit of a veteran.
Yeah, both of them multiple winning champions in their homeland. Very much Stanionis, the younger man by 7 years. He's on the up, and he's already towards the top of the tree, certainly in Europe. Now he's in amongst the big boys at world level. So the Irish coaches, Billy Walsh, one of them.
The other Irish coach is a Georgian coach. He's been there for a long time and he's done a really good job. Zara's name is.
Yeah, interesting character as well. They rave about him, the Irish.
Nolan, southpaw stylist, against the come forward pressure style of Stanionis by the looks of it so far.
Stanionis tagged him with the right hand, always the punch against a southpaw very early on in that first exchange. It's a good response this from Nolan, trying to be mobile.
Nolan's trying to keep everything at range. Stanionis, tight guard, chin tucked in, and trying to come over the top with that right hand or the left over the top like that.
Stop holding, stop holding. Hold your head, keep your head up.
Stanionis looking for the single shot so far.
Yeah, and he's sort of barging forward under that guard. He's not really doing much to earn himself some space on the inside.
Not yet, but Nolan's throwing plenty of shots to keep him off, and it's only a matter of time before the punch rate starts to decrease, and that's when Stanionis will be able to have an opportunity to get his own shots off, I think.
It's a great story, Nolan, there's no doubt about that. It took a bit of time out of boxing. He joined the police force in a certain area of Ireland near the Bray Boxing Club where Peter Taylor trains, the dad of Katie Taylor, the Irish amateur legend. And with Peter Taylor, he was tempted back into boxing down to that club, and here he is back in major championships. Really good to see. It looks like he's enjoying the renaissance.
He's a class act. You can see he really is a class act. He's a skillful boxer. So we'd be glad that he come back from that break. A nice style to watch.
Yeah, he's thrown plenty of punches, isn't he, as well?
Not so many have landed clean, but the work rate's there, and that should count on the judges' scorecards in this first round, because Stanionis has thrown only a handful of punches so far.
Did you just catch Nolan off balance there with a left hook?
He did catch him. Just fired back there, Nolan with a good left of his own, right on the bell.
Well, Stanionis struggled to get close there. Looked like Nolan did particularly well.
Exactly what you should do. You can see everything coming. Now he's going to increase the intensity.
Well, Stanionis sweeping the boards and the scorecards. That's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
You will catch all the time.
I think Nolan's work rate should have won him that round, because the shots that Stanionis did land, he may have looked clean, but he didn't throw enough for me.
If you make Limbabi without leg, he will approach you. Look at me, Limbabi's leg. Next one is body shot. The next one.
Saurantia, the Georgian, also in the corner there. He's very much part of the old Soviet boxing system in the 80s, but the Irish rave about him as a coach.
They love him.
I think Kenny Egan, who used to be coached under him, has great things to say about him.
I think Kenny puts a lot of his success down to Sa.
Stop holding. Stop holding. Yeah. You don't hit up. You don't hit here. Box.
Stanionis in his 148th bout this evening. He's squeezing a lot of experience into a short space of time.
Starting to throw more combinations now, Stanionis, which is what he needed to do. He's putting his shots together a bit more when he gets the chance. But it is hard to pin down Nolan. He's moving constantly, so making a bit fresh air at times.
Good body shot from the Irishman there. Stanionis just off balance, falling back on the ropes.
Nolan may start to hold his feet a little as the bout wears on. He can't keep moving his legs constantly. He has to stand and throw punches. And that's when Stanionis will try and land his big shots. But again, Nolan's work rate for me is outdoing Stanionis' single shots.
A bit more pressure from Stanionis in this round.
He's up the ante this round, yeah, and he had to.
Step back, let's go. Step back, don't hold.
There's a good uppercut there from Nolan. Right hand from Stanionis. Big left hand. Yeah,
good
big
shot. I think he felt that Nolan needs to keep moving his feet. And everything into that left hand, Stanionis is almost falling over if it misses. That's how much of effort he's putting into it.
They are beating the drum at the back of the hall. Great to see some atmosphere in these evening sessions. Closing seconds then of this much more competitive round. Really tight between the pair of them.
Again, it's down to a matter of what you prefer in a boxer, the work rate and the skill, or the power shots coming back from Stanionis.
We'll have those scores for you on screen very shortly indeed, but Stanionis in a good position. He's clear by 2 rounds on 2 of the judges' scorecards and a level fight on the other. Maybe doesn't quite do justice to the work that Nolan did in the first round.
No, I don't think it does. And even in that last round, Nolan could argue that he could have won that round on the work rate again. Because while Stanionis' punches do look dangerous and quick and sharp, a lot of them are missing and not finding the target. They're scuffing or they're hitting Nolan's gloves, but they're scoring.
Last round, okay, fair play. Keep it up. Both of you, no holding.
Well, Stanionis has been much decorated European champion in the summer and AIBA's Boxer of the Month in August as well. Here he is in the final round, seemingly with control of the scorecards.
Pulls plenty of leather, Adam Nolan, and he does it with style. And he puts a bit into his punches. He's got a little bit of stick in his shots. You know, it's enough to stop Stanionis just charging him down, literally.
Yeah, I mean, Stanionis is up against a taller, sort of rangy fighter, so maybe he's just cutting his cloth according to what's required tonight, but he is sort of coming forward in a big straight line.
Yeah, he is. It's all southpaw opponent, as I've said, is not ideal, but you know, if you want to be world champion, then it's something you've got to deal with. And with Stanionis, according to the judges, is, but I quite like Nolan in this fight. He's done a lot more for me.
Both of them have won 4 national championships back in their respective homelands. But it's Stanionis who's ranked 13, just outside the top 10. Adam Nolan closer to being 40 in the AIBA rankings. Hasn't quite looked that gap between them tonight.
No, not at all. Not at all. But at this level, you know, there isn't much between any of the fighters. It really is top class boxing.
1 minute to go then for Ireland's Adam Nolan and Lithuania's Jimenez Stanionis.
Stop holding. Stop holding.
Stop holding, stop holding.
Nolan took a left hand there. He's really gritting his teeth now.
Oh, he wants this fight. You can see that. He hasn't stopped throwing punches from the opening bell.
Stop holding. Stop holding. Don't hold.
Great output.
The Wexford man very much giving this a lash with 30 seconds to go.
Stop, stop. Fair play, fair play.
Stanionis with a couple of clipping shots towards the end.
Yeah.
And Adam Nolan wearied by his effort. And it was a great effort. Just perhaps not quite enough on the scorecards.
For me, I thought Nolan done enough to win that bout on boxing ability and work rate. I thought he boxed really well, but the aggression of Stanios came through with the judges, and that, like I said, it's down to what you prefer in a boxer.
And the referee waiting the judge's decision, as are we, as is this expectant crowd. Stanionis with a big smile. He thinks that he's done enough to secure a slot into the second round. The number 13 ranked boxer in this welterweight division. Here's confirmation of it to come.
الفائز بالنقاط على الحلبة ألف.
And ringing the winning points from the red corner, representing Lithuania, Stanionis.
Stanionis gets it. The Irish sort of shaking their head, an exhale of air. I think they feel a little bit unlucky. And news coming through, as you see confirmation, just 1 point in it on 2 of the scorecards. Certainly that perhaps not doing justice to the effort and the boxing skills of Adam Nolan, who gave it a right good go. Coming up, plenty more to come in the welter, light heavy and super heavyweight divisions. Final moments for some of these boxers, though they make their grand entrances to the ring.
سيدة وسادة المباراة السادسة اليوم على الحلبة 1000 وزن 69 كيلوغرام.
The next event in ringing is a 69-kilogram welterweight bout.
فرق الأحمر من منغوليا.
In the red corner, representing Mongolia, Bamber.
Mongolia's Tushinbat Bamber, the 28-year-old who's just outside the top 10 in the AIBA rankings, up against a man from the Czech Republic tonight.
In the blue corner, representing the Czech Republic.
And he'll go to the blue corner, that's Sadik Chladek, the only boxer from the Czech Republic in these championships. Big exhale of air as he looks forward to his opportunity. Certainly up against it on paper. He's ranked 60 in the AIBA rankings, 11 for Bamber.
Yeah, so big opportunity for Chladek to gate crash the rankings.
And in the other ring, by the way, simultaneously boxing, Great Britain's Joshua Kelly up against Australia's Nathan Webber. Always fiercely contested, those British-Australian bouts. There's Chladek though, the mop of blonde hair.
أما الحكم فهو من ترينيداد وتوباغو.
Referee James Beckles from Trinidad and Tobago will take charge of this one. Final instructions then from the ref, and we're set to go.
Is Chladek a former Olympian, Alex? He's got Olympic rings tattooed on his neck, so...
Yes, he went to London 2012. He didn't get beyond the second round, but he has that experience of having been to one of the big ones.
Punches up, keep punches up.
That must be a special experience. You
Yeah.
went to Beijing in 08.
It's a great experience, but when you're there, you're there on business type of thing. You're not there to enjoy the experience. You're there to do a job, so
Keep your punches.
it's a little bit different for the athlete.
Keep your head up, keep your head up.
Bamber already landing with a couple of meaty, heavy shots. He's operating under that sort of left elbow, left shoulder, I should say, a la Mayweather.
Yeah.
That'd be a good trick if you could get under the elbow.
Yeah. He's got a nice style, Bamber, like looking for the opening with his chin down, moving the head, showing a little feint to draw his opponent on. Almost looks like a Carl Froch style.
He's trying to stay in range too, Bamber.
Holding his feet, sitting on that back foot. Just waiting to see if he puts much behind his right hand.
Keep your head up, keep your head up.
Chladek undaunted, more orthodox. He's just quietly working away. Bamber's just sort of pry for the opportunities.
Watch your heads, watch your heads.
Yeah, I think this is one of those where you can see the difference in the ranking. I think Bamber looks the better boxer so far, but the Czech guy is really applying himself so far, so he's getting into the fight reasonably quick.
Keep your head up, keep your head up. Come on.
A good left hook to the body there from Chladek.
Yeah, and although Bamber looks very much in control of himself, he's not doing enough to deter Chladek so far.
No, the type of style he holds as a boxer, it'd suit him better if he was a bigger puncher. He's holding his feet and he's planting his feet into the floor, but his punches don't seem to have the power to suit that style.
That's right. That's a good point there. He does look like he's going to be a bigger puncher than he has proved so far.
Yeah.
First round to Bamber. Yes, on all three judges' scorecards. He got to beyond the first round, went to the second round in the World Championships 2 years ago. Bamber, as you saw that right hand, sneak through the guard.
Second round.
Both of them to roll their heads, up their shoulders, trying to loosen up ahead of this second round. Chladek coming out to do business. He's trying to stick to Bamber.
Watch your
Yeah, I think he might have realised in the first round that Bamber wasn't the big puncher he might have thought he was, and now he can apply a bit more pressure and push him back. Good work from Chladek there, pushing Bamber back again. Step in with that jab.
Watch your head, watch your head.
Bamber's, he does, and it's similar in style to Froch. You touched on it. The way he throws his jab is slightly from the side and up.
I think he's been watching Carl Froch, and he holds a wide stance like him as well.
Chladek's defence is quite good.
It is. He's moving his feet to avoid the onslaught. Bamber does have some impressive skills though. Good uppercut there on the way in.
That was nice timing.
It was. I think Bamber's boxing within himself, to be honest, Alex. I think the better the opponent in front of him, the better we'll see. Without being disrespectful to Chladek.
Chladek's got plenty of experience. He's been to a couple of World Championships as well as those Olympic Games. He's trying to keep the pressure on Bamber.
Keep it up, keep it up, keep the head up.
You can't fault Chladek for effort. He's trying, he's just missing with the shots, and Bamber's stepping out of range, making him miss.
Watch your head, watch your head, watch your head. Keep your head up, keep your head up.
Much more clinical, I think, the Mongolian.
It's a lovely uppercut by Bamber.
It's quite accurate. Seems to measure his punches particularly well when he throws them. End of the second round. And although there was plenty of effort and industry from Zdenek Chladek, and they've got a quality work coming from Bamber. And he's taken the second round on all of the judges' scorecards, so he's very much in command.
Both exchanging jabs at the same time there. Bamber being beaten to the punch by Chladek. So Chladek he's had his successes, but Bamber just seems to be that little bit more polished.
Bamber got beyond the first round. He got to the second round of the Olympic Games in 2012 in London. And a 7 times national champion at the age of 28. That takes some doing. He has dominated the scene at 69 kilograms in his native homeland.
Chladek isn't going to go out without a fight here. He's going to give it everything to the final bell. Good work again though from Bamber. Defending and firing back with his own shots, and everything he does is done calmly. No panic in any of his work. He's caught Chladek there with a great right hand.
Neat uppercut, really short, sharp punch that as well from Bamber. What would be a lovely left to the body as well. He really is teeing off here now, Bamber.
Getting better as the bout draws on.
Yeah, massive right hand there from Bamber. What would be the style to beat him? Side-to-side movement?
Yeah, I think it depends. I think Chladek's a perfect style for him. He's pretty straightforward, pretty upright, comes forward in straight lines. I think he'd have to use angles with Bamber, someone who can use the feet to alter the angle and get the shots off.
Final minute or so then of this one. He's tried so hard, hasn't he, Chladek?
Oh, yeah. It's a great effort.
In the face of a losing effort against a technically better boxer, he has just kept coming forward. That's a good jab from Bamber.
Excellent jab. He's got a really good style, Bamber, hasn't he? Just holds his feet, puts pop into his punches, although it's not as big a punch as I first thought he may be.
Yeah, I was exactly the same. If he was a puncher, he would be an absolute handful.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Box, box. Stop!
He's brimming and oozing confidence now, Bamber.
Yeah, he's enjoying this. He knows it's in the bag. He knows he's a level above Chladek. And he's enjoyed this.
There goes the final bell. Yeah, nice to see that, a warm embrace and smiles between both those boxers.
Yeah, always good to see the respect given after a good tear up like that was.
I think Chladek's honest enough with himself to know he just bumped into one tonight. A better fighter, better boxer. And a good performance that from Bamber. We see some of the highlights, that raking jab.
Beautiful jab. That's the type of jab that you want to see at this level of boxing.
Bamber, the Mongolian, is through to the next round, and world rank number 11. He is on his way in the welterweight division.
The winner in Ring B by way of points in the red corner representing Great Britain.
And just teetering over in the other ring, Josh Kelly of Great Britain. So they've got two boxers who've boxed tonight, both of them into the next round. And they'll join the likes of Pat McCormack, who was successful yesterday. Here we see Bamber, Mongolia's man, some of the silky skills that saw him sweep the cards. It'll be interesting to see him tested too, in a slightly different bout against a better boxer.
Yeah, again, yeah. There's a few we've seen today who we're looking forward to. They've looked apart, but we want to see them with something different in front of them and see how they respond to that.
Next up, we move into the light heavyweight division. It's Egyptian against the Russian. All top 20 affair, this too. Abdul Rahman Salah, the 27-year-old from Cairo. He's going to move into the red corner. He's a top 10 boxer at 81 kilograms. And he's up against Pavel Silyagin, the Russian, 16 in the rankings, so an all top 20 affair this one is. This is going to be potentially a really good scrap. This pits together on paper two very evenly matched boxers. If you hear a bit of a cheer, that's for the other ring. There's a Qatari fighter, Hazam Nafar, who's competing in the welterweight division. He's up against Alberto Palmetta. That's in the other bout. There's Siliagin, though, the fight we're going to cover. And Siliagin, already a national champion, has been a bit of a hit in the WSB. And this a step up for him on paper, the youngster, against a man who's been a bit of a win machine so far this season on the medals table.
First Russian we've covered in this tournament, is it, Alex?
Yeah, there's been plenty of Eastern Europeans, but I think the Ukrainians and the Uzbeks so far have been the ones that we've followed. This on paper is a cracker.
Yeah, always been a powerhouse of amateur boxing in Russia. Siliagin got a former Olympic champion in his corner there, Lebziak.
So, Siliagin in the blue.
Easy to see straight away how things are going to go here. It's going to be Siliagin using his height and his long arm, his long reach, his jab, to try and keep the Egyptian off.
Yeah, Salah's, again, I think he's deceptively quick, really powerful through the shoulders too.
Yeah, he looks as though he packs a punch, but we'll see.
Just missed with that wild right, Salah. Interesting quick switch to southpaw there for the Russian.
I like the look of the Russian already. Alex has got a nice style, straight punches, keeping things really simple, good footwork.
Hand slightly low, he's got to be careful of that right hand. Every time he's thrown the jab, Salah's trying to launch a long right hand. He's not timed it yet.
Not yet. Got a bull of a man in front of him, the Russian. He does need to be careful. That was the right hand you've just been talking about, Alex.
Yeah, he moved into range with it that time.
Sharp, straight punches from Siliagin, and he's a switch hitter as well. Yeah, classic boxing style.
Yeah, this is a really good clash of styles.
It's nice work from Siliagin.
Sharp punches, those.
Really sharp.
Siliagin's got his eye in very quick.
Yes. That was good work again off the ropes from Siliagin. He really does know what he's doing in this ring. Good movement. Step back and then off to the side.
Yeah, he landed with left and right there, didn't he, off the back foot? He is razor sharp tonight. And there's real pressure being applied by Salah, which makes the performance of Siliagin in that first round even more meritorious.
I was impressed.
And so were the judges. 2 of the 3 favouring Siliagin. First judge preferring the pressure of Salah. you see that some of those excellent sharp punches from the Russian.
Accurate punches. Salah, got a mean look about him. Pure boxer against the brawler.
And I think you need to be on it with Salah. Any sort of opening, any opportunity, I think he sniffs, he'll take it.
Yeah, going to be switched on throughout here, Sagin.
I think Salah's got the sort of style he could just overpower opponents.
Yeah, if he can back an opponent onto the ropes and unleashes power shots, then yeah. But someone like Sagin, he's got good ring craft. He won't really give him that opportunity.
I said Salyagin been a hit in the WSB, unbeaten in the latest series of that particular tournament. 5 wins from 5 bouts, and I think you can see why. That's better from Salah.
Yeah, aggression coming forward. And we've already seen one of the judges prefer that in the first round, so you know, there is hope yet.
Much rougher this round from Salah. He's starting to make a mini impression.
Good work from Sagin, a good combination, finishing up with the right hand.
Yeah, what a response that was, just when Salah was sort of threatening to take over.
Salah will probably start landing more as the fight wears on. Sagin will tire a little because he has been moving quite a lot. It tends to happen.
Yeah, Salyagin just a bit more ragged. He ate a left hand there from Salah.
Solid left hand.
30 seconds then of this second round. That's got the crowd into it.
Yeah, just starting to have a bit more success like I thought he would. So Sagin become a slight bit ragged.
Yeah, just a little frayed around the edges for the Russian, just worrying for his corner now. And Salah almost punched his own chest with his right glove as if to say, I've got you now.
Yeah, he's gonna come out like a bull in this last round, Salah. He's warming into it now, but Sagina's skills have really impressed me.
What about the judges? They're impressed with Salyagin as well. It's a level on one of the scorecards. Salyagin is up on the other two, and maybe that doesn't do full justice to the effort that Abdulrahman Salah put in that second round.
This is another entertaining contest. Intriguing.
Yeah, there's been quite a few throughout the afternoon and evening session. If they were to match a few different styles for fans, they probably could have done it any better. I'll tell you one thing, Abdulrahman Salah has put in the road work and the gym work because he looks fit.
Yeah, he's fit. The higher punch output has obviously come from Sagin because he's had to throw more to keep Salah off and at bay. But Salah is fresh. He's still got power in his punches.
Terrific right to the body, sneaked under the left arm and elbow. Some big hooks coming in now from Salah. Salah is working so hard here. He is motivated.
Yeah, he knows he's got to go all in now. He's on his way out of the tournament. Good stiff jab to the body. And I was waiting for that right hand to come over the top. Because that's generally the purpose of jabbing to the body.
His left hand.
Yeah. Felt that one, Salah.
He was still alert enough to get his left glove up to his chin, though, for the follow-up right hand. He's still thinking in there. This is terrific effort from Salah.
Great effort. Lovely right hand by Salah there, long right hand. Really well-schooled, textbook boxer. I really enjoyed watching him tonight.
He's only 22 as well. This is, I think, another good learning experience for him. Inside the final 30 seconds. Well, terrific first minute and a half or so from Salah. Maybe unsurprising that he's just beginning to run out of a bit of steam.
Yeah, he put a lot into it in the first half of the round. Landed another good left hook there. Salah can take a punch though. He's took a few solid runs on it. Hasn't blinked.
Yeah, that's another box ticked. I think it's been a bit of a gut check for Salah tonight.
Yeah.
And Salah salutes the crowd. He knows he put in a good effort. Whether they genuinely believe it's going to be enough is another thing entirely, but that was a good bout and a good test for Salah.
Yeah, for me, he's came through it with flying colours. Really did enjoy watching that performance. A classic boxer, great style. That right hand that we seen earlier was a cracking shot. More of a glancing blow, that left hook, but he took it well.
Salah thinks he's won it.
In ring A, the winner on points in the blue corner, representing the Russian Federation,
Disappointment for Salah. He put so much into it and he thought he'd done enough, but the classier boxing of Salah decisive in the end, and the Russian it is who moves into the second round. And I think tonight he had to answer just about everything.
Yeah, and he did answer every question. Like I just said before, very impressed. And for me, I haven't seen many of the other light heavyweights, but he'd have to go down as one of the favourites to go on to win at least a medal.
Switch hitting, we've seen quite a bit of that. That's becoming popular amongst young boxers.
Yeah, it is. I mean, sometimes it can be a bit of a... It can be a bad thing sometimes because people get confused and forget what they're trying to do, and in the process of going from one stance to another, you have to become square on, so it can be a little bit dangerous at times, but he's done it seamlessly. He's obviously been doing that since he was a young lad.
And he proved he can take a punch, he can fight at high pace, and when the pressure's on, he can respond. That was a terrific all-round performance from Pavel Salyagin, and the 22-year-old ticks another box and moves on to the second round. The other bout that was taking place simultaneously, featuring Hassam Nabar, the Qatari, he's been beaten by Alberto Palmetta, the Argentinian 12-ranked in the welterweight division is into the second round. Next, it's all about the light heavyweights. Sada Hassan Sada up against Steve Nelson. Sada against Nelson coming up next. Here are the introductions.
فرق الأزرق من الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية.
In the blue corner, representing the United States of America, Steve Nelson.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th event ranked at 81 kilogram light heavyweight bout. في الركن الأحمر من أستراليا. In the red corner.
Hassan Sada getting the big up from this sizable crowd here tonight. He'll go into the red corner up against the American Steve Nelson. Great story, Nelson. Back in boxing after a 4 or near 5 year hiatus. Ex-army man as well, so he's well drilled, tough, and he's back in love with the game.
I could tell by his photo on the big screen then that he was a soldier. I just knew he was a soldier then.
Meticulously presented, the American. Shame they've got such a small team, the Americans.
Yeah.
Maybe just a sign of the times?
Well, no, I believe there was a qualifying process for this tournament. I only found out earlier, so that may be why they might have qualified enough boxers to come. But also, you know, a sign of the times in America, in the United States. Amateur boxing isn't once what it was.
So Sada, clearly the taller, longer of the two. You can see already Nelson trying to get inside that big long reach.
Yeah. An imposing figure, Sada.
Watch your head up, USA, watch your head.
Nelson needs to stay compact and tight.
Now he's very loose, isn't he, Sada?
Yeah.
Watch your head. Stop, stop. Stop. Listen. Watch your head.
Nelson's actually had a bit of a success, both nationally and indeed in the WSB as well, where he's won 3 of his last 7 bouts in the recent series.
Solid right hand, Sada. Felt that there, Nelson.
He's getting through. Nelson trying to fight back off the ropes. It was all started by a big right hand from Sada.
Yeah, Sada definitely can whack. You can see it from the word go, and he knows it. He's looking for that big right hand every time. Again.
There he goes again, yes. Nice to see him set it up with a jab, though.
It is, because we have seen a few boxers tonight lunging in behind a lead right hand and neglecting the jab, and obviously the jab is known as the best punch in boxing amongst people who know about boxing. I'd like to see them use it more, some of the boxers.
Stop, stop.
Sada does seem to be doing so.
Well, Nelson's only been boxing for 5 years. He only got involved. It's a sort of familiar tale, isn't it? We've heard it a few times. Fighters, he only got involved, went down the gym just to lose a bit of weight, and fell in love with the routine and the drama of the sport, and here he is competing at a World Championships now.
So he's had a whirlwind career so far. But I think he's up against it here against Sada tonight. He took a right hand moments ago, which looked to definitely felt it. Using the uppercut well now as well, Sada. He knows as Nelson advances, that's the shot.
End of the first round, yeah, he landed another uppercut there just before the bell. And that's the sort of punch that can lead to knockdowns, if not indeed finishing fights.
All you gotta do when this dude come in with you, just let your hands go, stay busy. He's tired already. Keep on popping that jab downstairs.
Well, look at that, a 10-8 round on one of the judges' scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flash photography is strictly prohibited here inside the facility. Your cooperation is appreciated.
Yeah, he's definitely up against it. Steve Nelson, his cornerman telling him that Sada was tired at the end of the first round. I think that was just to try and give him something to hang on to. As he's standing up in his corner, Sada, he looks fresh.
Sada has been a blossoming talent in Morocco. He won a national youth title, an under-21 title, and then recently a silver medal in the seniors. So he's slowly but surely stepping up the graded ladder on this, one of the biggest tests of his career so far.
So he's relatively young, Sada, as well. And you can see he's sure of himself. He's got a confident look.
That was a good left hand. He's really settled down to business in this round. He's got the bit between his teeth.
Stepping out of range as well there and touching a nice jab in as Nelson was coming in.
I thought that was a bit strange. The American corner was saying, just let go your punches when he comes to you, but it's Sada who's been punching on the back foot throughout the contest effectively so far.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you want to let your punches go when he comes to you, it means leaving yourself open, and Sada's the bigger puncher of the two.
Such long arms, Sada. He doesn't necessarily need to go looking for him.
It's difficult for Nelson. He knows he's up against it, I think, and Sada's landing some good shots.
Past halfway then in this second round. You can imagine Steve Nelson's probably pretty handy on the Army Assault course.
Oh yeah, you can tell he's an athlete. He's probably fit as a fiddle. He just landed a good right hand over the top on the ropes there, and that'll give him some encouragement now. Sada had a better opening round than he's looked in this round, so Nelson's pushing his way back into contention.
Sort of clubbing right hand there from Nelson as well. He's having a minor successes here at the end of the second. 30 seconds to go. Do you ever do any of those Army Assault courses as part of your training?
I would, but I'd end up getting an injury of some kind. I'd probably get a splinter jumping over one of them wooden fences.
Leave that to other people, I think. I say.
Too tall for that. Good counter right hand there by Nelson.
Yeah, he's had his moments. Is that because he's making his own luck, or is Sada maybe just fighting the wrong fight?
Well, I don't think Sada's the same fighter as he was in the first round. And the bit of success Nelson had earlier on in that round, I think it gave him encouragement to come forward more. So he lost the round, Nelson, but he done much better than the first round.
And he had his moments of success. It's just enough to hang on to keep going. There was a big right hand.
Those
from
right
Sada.
hands are really, they're like jolting punches. Moved his jaw, but he took the shot well. Steve Nelson.
No more respect. No more respect. You're the man. You're the man, okay?
They've always been good at the pep talks, the Americans, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's in the DNA.
Yeah, it is. They certainly can talk and get a fighter, get a fighter going, really.
You don't often see the actual fighters talking, do you? That actually is in the rules that you can be penalised for talking to an opponent. I was reading yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to keep your mouth shut at all times. Just get on with the job.
So Morocco's Hassan Sada in the red shorts, and the red corner is very much in control of this one in the 81 kilogram division.
Just getting behind the jab now, Sada, just moving, popping the jab out. He knows it's in the bag.
Oh, well, he almost landed an uppercut, but Nelson came back with a big right hand.
This is
And
better
again.
from Nelson. Real courage here. Moving his head on the way in to try and give Sada more to think about, which is a good idea. Nelson could do with going to the body a little bit more. He'd probably score more. Instead of head hunting.
Well, he's trying. He really is digging deep here.
This is his best round. He'll probably wish that this fight could have gone on for another 2 rounds, Alex, because he seems to be coming into it more.
Yeah, a bit of that WSB experience. He's probably fit, as David suggested. And
right hand again. Yeah, you can see he's getting warmed into it as it's going on, and he'll wish that he could have had another couple of rounds. Going to the body well as well now.
both trading right hands there inside the final minute. Sada started the round on the balls of his feet, looking like he was going to completely outbox Nelson, and Nelson's just managed to drag him down into a fight.
Yeah. That's exactly what he's done, and he's done it really well, and he's putting the pressure on right till the death. Sada looks a shadow of the fighter he was in the first round now. That big right hand again, though.
Yeah, absolutely right, and it's a good finish. This is a great response from Sada.
Another treat again, Alex, this fight.
Yeah, it's been high energy, high octane. As the bell goes, Sada, arm in the air. What an excellent shift that was from Nelson in the final round. Terrific stuff, and the crowd really getting into it. I think we've got a sense from the evening sessions last night and again tonight what this place is going to be like on sort of quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals night when it's packed to the rafters.
Yeah, we probably won't be able to hear ourselves think at that stage.
Looking forward to it, really looking forward to it, but plenty to come your way in terms of action and entertainment in the days leading up to next Thursday night, a week tomorrow, grand finals night. All of that to come on your channel. Well, had we just seen the first 2 rounds, you would have been fairly complimentary, I think, about Hassan Sada. The fact that he was unnerved and put under pressure through the last 3 minutes. Still, we'll have some people wondering.
Yeah, it will give any potential future opponents a little bit of encouragement of how to go about beating them, and that's to drag him into a bit of a dogfight. which Nelson did as the fight wore on, but I think Sada is going to go through as a worthy winner.
الفائز باللقاءات على الحلبة
In ringing, the winner on points in the red corner, representing Morocco.
What a terrific response, Sada. Delighted.
See how much that meant to him, Alex?
Yes, absolutely right. This is the biggest thing in his career so far. He's only 21, he's in a World Championship making his debut, and he gets beyond the first round. Life is pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's got plenty of these nights to look forward to.
I don't think you or I are going to be trying that in the gym tomorrow morning, are we?
Oh, no chance.
And there you see that Nelson won that on the one judge's scorecard. So that's worthy of the effort he put in that final round. Terrific effort. So we move then to the bigger divisions. We've got one further light heavyweight bout for you, and then one super heavyweight bout to come as well. Colombia versus Croatia coming up next. Juan Carrillo is up next. 3 times national champion, only a youngster, just outside the top 10 in the world rankings. And he's up against our boy Seb, who's definitely been getting the big up in European quarters about his challenge. And no surprise given his run in the European Championships, and the 29-year-old has got plenty of championship experience. This is an interesting one. Carrillo's the higher ranked of the pair, but I think many people are backing Seb to come out on top. So this is an intriguing bout coming up for the light heavyweights. And the other bout taking place in the other ring is Korea's Hyun-Kyu Kim up against Josh Buatsi of Great Britain. And we'll bring you that result. Of course, simultaneous coverage available on the AIBA.org website internationally on the internet as well, where there's 2-ring coverage for the very first time. Moroccan referee to take charge of this one we're covering.
Judges will repeat here now displayed on the scoreboard. Referee representing Brazil, Jones, Silva.
Here we go then. Seb in the blue, Carrillo in the red. This is a really interesting matchup between the pair of them. Seb with an extraordinary run of victories in the WSB, and that part of the reason people have been raving about him recently.
Yeah. Straight away setting out to stall, and that's to put Carrillo on the back foot and start working him over to the body and head. But Carrillo can catch Seb on the way in as he advances, so it's going to be an interesting one.
I think he knows what he's up against, what he's to expect. Carrillo. He looks fairly calm about the onslaught for the time being.
Yeah, I think Carrillo's used to boxing on the back foot. It's something he's comfortable with.
Threw a little right hook to the body there.
No holding. No holding right.
missing with those punches, Carrillo. Already won a couple of medals in the Americas Confederations Championship, the Pan American Games so far in 2015. Bronze in both of those tournaments.
Well, he's got such a laid-back style, Carrillo. So laid back in the ring, and he's got a good little pressure fighter in front of him, but he looks so calm.
Almost nonplussed. It's like he's out for a Sunday walk.
Yeah.
Finally, Sepp getting through with a couple of body shots. He's not really been able to land so far.
No. Because as he's stepping in, he's meeting Carrillo's shots. But that's what he needs to do. He needs to target that body of Carrillo.
Closing seconds, final 30 of the opening round. Sepp's looking to bulldoze him. Almost set out his stall that he's just going to outwork, outmuscle Carrillo. Oh.
Good shot there by Sepp.
Finally something for the Croatian fans to cheer. Meaty right hand just sneaked through the guard round the back of the glove from Sepp. That was a good finish from Sepp.
Yeah. He picked the intensity up as the round went on, and sometimes, you know, your opponent being so laid back can draw you into the trap type of thing, and you can come down to their level and become a little bit easier about things yourself. But Sepp picked the intensity up towards the end.
Yeah, and that finish good enough to give him the round on all three judges' scorecards. Took him a while though.
Yeah, it is. I think both boxers were a little bit too calm at first, and now it's time to pick it up. Second round, a lot at stake here. Carrillo may have to show a little bit more urgency in his work.
We've seen a couple of Europeans who've done really well in European Championships. Perhaps not quite showing the style you'd expect from them. We saw Stanionis earlier on, European champion, and he won through, but he didn't impress. And here we've got a recent European bronze medalist in the shape of Harvo Sepp, who's kind of Route 1 at the moment.
Yeah. And it's not, you know, it's not usual for traditional European style, but it's more entertaining.
It's been the way in the pro ranks recently, isn't it, with the likes of Korobov, Viterbiev, the sort of dominant light heavyweights at the moment. It's very much an aggressive, front foot, attractive, fan-friendly style.
Powerhouses, and I think a lot of boxers will have taken note of what is making them successful in the professional game, and they're trying to apply it themselves.
Well, Sepp's definitely getting through now.
Yeah.
Looks like he's a difficult cat to handle. He looks a strong man.
Carrillo not showing enough urgency in his work either, and maybe he just hasn't got that urgency in him. He's just laid back, and that's how he is. And Sepp's going to wear him down as the fight goes on.
Slightly worried look on the Colombian coaching staff. Body work from Sepp.
Good body shots from Sepp here. And it's a big target for him to hit. It's easy to go for the body than the head.
He's quite methodical, but he's pretty relentless too, and he's making Carrillo work every single second of this round. Is that a good uppercut from Carrillo? I was about to say, he's starting to look a bit tired, and he showed some classy moves in the first round, less evident in this second.
He is a tricky customer. You can see how some people have struggled to deal with him, but he is strictly a back foot fighter. I haven't seen him come forward once yet. And whether that's because he hasn't got the power to push Sepp back, or he just isn't capable of it, we don't know. But you know, at this level, you've got to be able to change tactics and go either way, backwards or forwards, and he hasn't been able to do that.
Yeah, Sepp's nearly mauling him here, and he's looking a bit ragged and tired, the Colombian. Suspect that was another Sepp round. And that's confirmed on the judges' scorecards. There you see another clean sweep, and Carvel Sepp is well on his way. Now you see that body attack from the Croatian in that second round. Winging away with some hooks left and right. Here we go then, final round in our penultimate bout of the evening. Carvel Sepp in the blue up against Juan Carrillo, the Colombian, in the red. And to say Carrillo has been under it from the start has been an understatement. Good left hand.
Yeah, good left hand there.
Sepp had said beforehand, been a bit of a sensation in the WSB in recent years. 20 victories in that. He's been part of 3 winning teams. He has been a success story for that tournament.
Yeah, so the WSB format obviously suits him, which will give him an advantage in this tournament, I believe.
It's a good point, that, David. Although we're talking about 3-round format, when you tot up the rounds as the tournament progresses, you are getting into that sort of longer distance territory.
Yeah.
And there's a count, which
big,
adds to the
big
walls.
right hand caught. He caught a big right hand there, Carrillo. He's working him over now as Sepp.
Holding right.
Stationary target there to be hit. And he's enjoying going to town on him.
Well, it's not really his style. He's not flashy, Sepp, but you can sort of see while people are getting behind him. He's a difficult man to keep off.
He is, and he gets the job done, and he's a strong puncher. He's quite short for a light heavyweight, so that's his style of fighting. He's got to get up close and work the opponent's over body and head, and he's done it well here. And did you say Carrillo had a higher ranking?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so this is a good performance by Sepp.
Yeah, Carrillo's just outside the top 10, 23 in the AIBA rankings for Sepp.
No holding right. Break! Stop! Break, step back. Break, step back. Box!
Inside the final minute.
Good work here again from Sepp. He really is putting his weight behind these punches and committing with every shot. But Carrillo's taking them, and he must have a good chin, because Sepp looks like he's got a lot of whack in them shots.
And here's another left hand from the Croatian.
Right through the guards as well, so he's got accuracy as well, so there's a lot to like about Sepp.
His punch output is very, very high. So is the energy levels. Front foot the whole 9 minutes. And he's probably swept the boards on the scorecards as well. He knows that he's won that. Well, the European bronze medalist, I think, winning just about everything in that one. And that's 8 counts in the final round, probably just putting the cherry on top for him. Final bell just gone in the other bout. Elsewhere between Kyung-kyu Kim and Joshua Buatsi. I'll give you the result of that one in due course. Of course, all the updated results, as well as fighter details, profiles, the draw, schedule, etc., available on AIBA.org.
Points in the blue corner, representing Croatia,
Hrvoje Sek wins that one, and in his 4th World Championships, he progresses to the second round for the 2nd time in his career. And although he's not the sort of fighter you'd be scared of facing, he's a bit of a handful, David.
Yeah, he's a handful, and he's gonna prove difficult to beat for anyone. Whether he can go on and win the gold medal here remains to be seen. I think it's a big ask. I think someone like the Russian who we've seen earlier on, Salyagin, that's the type of style that Sep would really struggle with. I'd like to see that fight because it'd be a good contrast of styles, so that's something maybe we can look forward to.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a very, very good point, and we look forward to seeing how these draws are going to unfold. Just hearing that Josh Buatsi has beaten Kyung-kyu Kim as well, so he's through to the next count to face Julio La Cruz, the Cuban. Potentially a tough draw that for Buatsi, but he's emerged from his one. Hassan Sada will face Mullenberg from the Netherlands.
the final event in
And
is a 91+ kilogram super heavyweight
Sep
bout.
through to the next round. He was going to, do you know, the one result all night that I haven't seen is the Spagnoli Norbu result from the other, and that's who Sep faces in the next round. So we'll have to check up all the results. That's the one bout that I've not seen the result of in the light heavyweight division. So we'll catch up with all of that in due course. But our final bout is upon us, and this pits together
In the blue corner,
Turkey against Lithuania. And Ali Dimitrov, he's up against a very calm-looking Mantis Valavicius. Valavicius, the 24-year-old, he's only one of 3 in a Lithuanian boxing team. And he is only just, ranked higher than Dimitrov. So this is, on paper, a pretty close thing between the pair of them.
Should be competitive.
There's certainly been good support for the sort of Middle Eastern stroke African nations here. A lot of the locals getting behind, say, the fighters from Algeria or Morocco. We've heard that in the crowd tonight.
Yeah.
The judges decide to ring A are now displayed on the scoreboard.
So Valavicius in the blue corner, Dimitrov in the red. This is up in the super heavyweight division, 91 kilograms.
Ring A representing Sri Lanka, Udeni Karadina.
The judges for review now displayed on the scoreboard. Referee for review representing Russian Federation,
So they face off. First thing you see is that Valavicius, the taller of the two men. Dimitrov, though, it is with the slightly greater pedigree and experience coming into this one.
Jimenez is trying to close the gap by moving his head, making himself a difficult target to hit.
Well, they weren't really feeling each other out. They both landed with the right hand with almost the first punches they threw.
Yeah, straight in. Valavicius needs to get that jab working, back him up if he can with a double jab to give himself some room, because he doesn't want to spend too much time in that area where he is now near the ropes.
And they're both looking to land heavy right hands early on. There was a shot to the body from Valavicius. It was the Turkish fighter who went the furthest of the pair in the European Summer Championships. He got as far as the quarter-finals. Valavicius going out in the first round. Another big right hand there from Valavicius.
Yeah, good right hand. A counter right hand as Jimenez was on the way in. And like we said earlier, especially at this weight, if your opponent is on the way in and you can catch him, it's literally going to double the power in the punch. So you could expect to see someone take a big shot here and make a touchdown.
Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised the way they're shaping up, the way they're thumping out the right hand so far. Halfway through the first round, Valavicius has started quite well. He's on the back foot, but he's probably, his corner will be happier of the two, I think, with the way things are proceeding.
Yeah. Dezen not doing enough from, I mean, I've yet to see him land a power shot, but it doesn't look like he's got the power really to put a dent in Valavicius.
Valavicius with a bit of experience from the WSB. He's fought 3 times, not much. He's actually not managed to win a bout yet, but all part of the learning curve for the 24-year-old.
Both pretty one-paced.
Yeah,
if we're going to be critical.
Yeah, this would be one of the slower fights.
Yeah,
that we've seen even from this division.
Yeah, just waiting for one of them to explode into life, but it's yet to happen. I was expecting it from Dezen, to be honest, with the style. I was expecting him to get up close to, and then explode into life and start working Valavicius over, but he's yet to do it.
Well, Dezen was coming forward. Valavicius landing punches, but Dezen it is who gets the call on the judges' scorecards, and all 3 off them. So, tight round. I thought maybe Valavicius would have done enough.
I thought Valavicius did do enough. I thought he was the busier of the two. And he landed as many clean punches as Dezen, and well, you know, it's different opinions from different judges.
And of course they're on different sides of the ring as well.
Second time.
Michael Jackson's beater ringing in between rounds, and they're trying to beat each other with the right hands. What we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And they're both quite hittable too, aren't they?
They are, they're there to be hit, and you want to see one of them just put a bit more spite into the punches. I don't think Valavicius has quite got enough in his shots to push Dezen back. If he could, then I think the fight would be over. Dezen is strictly a come-forward fighter.
Well, Valavicius has garnered some experience in the WSB. Dezen's actually won both his fights in the new Pro Box event. Actually, one of those was a TKO as well. Not really seen that sort of power connection so far from him. He just missed there, didn't he, the Turkish fighter with a left hook. You do fancy one of these is going to walk onto one.
Yeah. Dezen starting to impose himself a little bit more in this round, and Valavicius looks like he might be feeling the pace a little bit. He's breathing quite heavy.
And compared to a couple of boxers we saw in the afternoon, we saw Jalalov, didn't we? The big Uzbek southpaw, and the Moroccan Arui. It's quite a strong fighter. You fancy either of those pair against one of these?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get the same quality throughout the tournament, and you know there's going to be some less quality fighters in it. I think the likes of Joe Joyce, Ohegovic, the Croatian, you know, I don't think they'd lose any sleep over the two competitors now. But at the end of the day, these two guys they're competing in the world elite championship, so you've got to give them respect.
Oh, absolutely, and what a thrill for them to be part of it all as well. Valavicius is starting to look a bit tired.
Yeah, I did think that earlier on in the round, and there's even less power in his punches now, so Dezen will be encouraged by that.
Yeah, and the way there's a left hook does land. The way they're sort of finishing off with hooks occasionally on the combinations, it's quite sort of tired now. You would not be surprised if one of those lands simultaneously.
Yeah. There to land at the same time.
There's a big right hand at the end of that from Dezen, and it's a weary walk back to his corner for Valavicius. He really does look exhausted.
Yeah. Might have a bug or something, you never know. You wouldn't expect a competitor at these championships to not be in the best shape they can possibly be in.
Oh, he's been pressurised. Took a few big shots in that one. And he's definitely feeling it now. And just to confirm on the scorecards, you may have seen that appear on your screens, that Jimenez won on all three scorecards, so he is well clear for the judges, with one more round still to come.
Stand down.
Second Salah.
Seconds out.
The third and final round.
Third and final round.
Here we go then for the final round of this one. Ali Dezen, the Turkey in the red. Lithuanian Mantas Valavicius, who looked fairly exhausted and tired as he sat in his stool in between rounds.
Took a big right hand early on in this round as well then, Valavicius. The spray, the sweat, come spraying off his head.
A bit of intent here from Dezen now, perhaps sensing weakness in his opponent.
Yeah, he looks exhausted now.
No pushing, no pushing.
Valavicius.
Yeah, he's just
nothing left in his punches.
No, nothing at all. He's literally throwing them out of muscle memory with absolutely no meaning whatsoever, and he could be in trouble here. Oh, big right hand. I thought he was going to give her an 8 count, the referee there.
Good right hands again by Jimenez. He's starting to find the target more as his opponent tires.
Yeah, and that was straight right on the jaw. No way the referee could complain about that one, and he's finding the target with more regularity, and you can see how weak Valavicius is now. It literally, his body's staggering around. No weight in his punches, no energy in his legs. Oh, an uppercut as well to add to his misery. It's not often you see in a 3-round fight like this a boxer
No,
literally start to fall apart at the seams.
The beginning of the second round, I did notice he started looking weary. Maybe he is carrying a bug or something. But the fight's slipping out of his hands now. Even though he lost the first 2 rounds, I don't think he's got any chance of causing an upset.
Yeah,
By
he's
landing
tired.
the big shot. There's nothing left.
He's so weary. Absolutely so weary. Maybe that there's been a problem with the weight. Who knows? You never quite know from behind the scenes. But one thing's sure, he's losing the fight, and he is exhausted. It's nearly over.
I think he'd be glad to hear the final bell.
Big right hand again from Dezen. And it is over. And Valavicius can soak in a hot bath. And it looks as though a little bit of personal history for Ali Dezen. He went to the World Championships 2 years ago in 2013. There's that big right hand from him. That sent the moisture. And it was a left hook as well. He landed some really big punches. To be fair to Valavicius, he could have taken a tumble in that round, given how weary he was.
Yeah, he's done well to come through it. Dezen will go on to the next round.
In ring A, the winner on points from the ring corner, representing Turkey,
Ali Dezen it is, who goes through to the second round of a World Championships for the first time in his life. What a buzz that must be for the Turkish boxer. Looks good on the record, feels good inside his heart. And we're just hearing that Petr Belberov, the Bulgarian, has gone through in the other super heavyweights about elsewhere in the arena. Looking back on some of the highlights from that one, looked like it might be a closely fought affair, judging by the first round, but then Jimenez took over.
Yeah, Jimenez took over after the first round, and Valavicius, I did notice at the end of the first round he was blowing pretty heavy, and you could hear his heavy breathing during the contest, so probably something not right there with Valavicius, and he'll be disappointed that it's come all this way and gone out in the first round in such fashion. But Dezen on to the next one, and a chance to progress further again.
And into the second round of a major championships for the first time in his career. He's just passing us, delighted with his evening's work. We are completed for day 2. Don't forget to check out the special highlights available and the roundup of the day's proceedings available on the AIBA.org website. We'll be back again live on your channel to do it all again tomorrow afternoon. 2 more sessions from everyone in Doha at the end of day 3. It's goodbye.
We also saw an electric bout between Venezuela's Luis Cabrera and Qatar's Sadik Abdullati. The Venezuelan lightweight took the win in that one. North African light heavyweight Hassan Sada also tasted victory as the Moroccan defeated American Steve Nelson. We fully expect tomorrow's action to equal tonight's as we move into day 3.
السيدات والسادة، كما نعلم أن لكل بداية نهاية. الآن وصلنا إلى نهاية مباريات اليوم. غدا إن شاء الله سيكون لدينا مباريات أخرى. في المرحلة الأولى التي ستكون على الساعة 3 سيكون لدينا 10 مباريات بأوزان مختلفة. 49 كيلوغرام، 56 كيلوغرام، 64 كيلوغرام، 75 كيلوغرام و91 كيلوغرام. أما في المرحلة الثانية التي ستقام على الساعة 7 مساء ستكون المباريات لنفس الأوزان التي كانت في المرحلة الأولى. أريد أن أغتنم هذه الفرصة أيضا لأشكر الجميع القائمين على نجاح هذه البطولة، بطولة العالم للملاكمة AIBA الدوحة 2015. شكرا لجميع الحضور والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Fitness has better myself. Join us tomorrow for more from the AIBA World Boxing Championships. 40 bouts of world-class boxing featuring 5 different weight categories and 120 rounds of exciting AIBA boxing. Doors open at 2 p.m. Boxing action kicks off at 3 p.m. Kick till available. Don't miss any.
Laid on the scoreboard.
أما الحكم على
Presenting France, Sofiane Umiha. Federation Pavel Siliaye.
Is the blue corner representing Great Britain.
Representing Croatia, her voice, Sada.
الحكم على الحلبة من بورتوريكو. الريفري
In the blue corner, representing Germany, Hamza Toba. B by way of points. In the red corner, representing Great Britain, Joseph Cordina.